And welcome back, one and all, to the 40th annual Pictou County Bantam Memorial Tournament. This is the final game for round robin of the Pictou County Crushers and the Shediac Cap-Pele Predators. The Predators are 2-0 to start the tournament with a 5-0 win earlier against the Straight Pirates and a 2-0 win versus the Antigonish Bulldogs. The Crushers are 1-1 to start the tournament, so they're looking to get back in the win column here again, as they have a 5-4 loss to the East Hants Penguins and a 3-1 win against the Northside Vikings. This should be an exciting contest. A lot of hometown faithful gathered here, as this was the second of a doubleheader as far as the Pictou County Crushers are concerned, as we were earlier at the U15AA Pictou County Crushers team as they got a victory over the Halifax Hawks. A comeback victory that was. An exciting matchup. This should be just as exciting here in the U15AA division now, as the Predators looking to go 3-0 in the round robin heading into the playoff rounds, as the tournament only gets more interesting from here on out. I look for an exciting matchup for this one here. Off the opening draw, picked up here by Pictou County as they skid in the zone. Centering feed in front, goes all the way through and wide. Hard check there in neutral ice, and that one's going to be whistled down. And that one's going to be an ejection here, as Pellerin with an exceptional, or no, excuse me, the officials take exception to that play, as there's going to be a penalty on each side. Mirabelli going to the box and Pellerin as well. So coincidental minors, interference and unsportsmanlike, 4 minutes on each side. Pardon me, 5-on-5 rather was the signal there. My mistake. There's a chippy start to this one. We might be in for a barn burner here, folks, judging by the start of this contest. A 5-on-5 continues here in the first period of play. Off the draw, picked up in front of the net, a chance. They bang away onto the point. Shot from distance all the way through, wide, a chance. Chopping at it behind the goal, centering feed in front of shot, they score! And the Predators open the scoring, a feed in front. And it's Malay with the goal. So the Predators up by 1 here in the first. And a goaltending change here as Sutherland gets pulled in favor of Ethan Marshall, who steps into the goal now. Shot off to the front, taken away here by Duguay. Duguay looking to clear it in front. Here's a chance down the wing for Murray. Picked off here by Remdine. Off the wall, drive from distance, blockered aside by Hickey. Jaden Hickey getting the starting goal for the Predators. As that one taken out by Duguay. Duguay down the wing, trying to clear it in front. Knocked off the puck. Hard check there on the wall against Stewart. Here come Pictou County, dumping it in the zone to get a line change here. As Pellerin there to pick it up. Off the wall. Pellerin in the box rather. That was Babineau with that play on defense. Is that one in the corner? Otter receives that here for the Crushers. Cercelli trying to get a stick on that. Cameron. Lead feet ahead. Here come the Pictou County Crushers the other way. Wadden down the wing. Wadden stops up, gets checked by Cercelli. Cameron dumps it into the corner. It's taken here by the Predators now. Here's a chance moving in. A shot is blocked as Cameron got the shot off. Another feed in front, and one-time option was fanned on. Onto the point. Otter a drive through traffic blocked in front. Another chance. Otter another shot. That one sails into the netting for a stoppage in play. On the face-off. Owen McGinnis. Banked off the wall. Out to neutral ice. That one picked up by the Predators as they skate out with it now. Landry stopped up in the neutral ice. Back on to Hebert. Mirabelli. McGinnis. Owen McGinnis down the wing. Checked into the boards. On the wall, stopping up is McGinnis. Onto the point, Mirabelli. Move across. Dump back into the corner. Landry. Off the backboards. Hard physical play here in the first. Hits are going to start to add up across the game likely here as both teams try to take a chunk out of each other as Murray skates through neutral ice. Murray backing up the defense, moves wide, Murray. Poke check there, turns with it. Chance in front, that one stopped up. Here comes Shediac the other way. Ramdeen, and that one's going to be whistled down on the offside call. Face off on neutral ice. Draw win for Pictou County. The pass across was blocked, or deflected rather, by Duguay. Far side. Lead pass. Knocked off, cleared down. Knocked it in midair. Duguay gets a hold of it. Drops it off for LeBlanc. LeBlanc into the corner. Hampton. Off the glass, unable to clear as LeBlanc pins his man to the wall. Onto the point. Shot all the way through, save made there for Marshall. And Ethan Marshall, number 31, now in goal for Pictou County. Ramdeen, he gets knocked, but he got the better of his man on that check. Meisner down the wing, he gets knocked to the ice. And that one's going to be called here. It's a tripping call. It's going to go against the Predators. And so Colby Sorey going to the box here. So a power play opportunity here for Pictou County. Off the draw, taken in by Babineau. Swings it on the near side, out of the zone, as Otter has to chase it down. Sanders gets there, swings it off the wall, gathers it in behind the goal line. Near side to Meisner. Meisner down the wing. Stops up and turns with it. Holds on. Drops it down low. Feed in front to Meisner, off his skate. He couldn't get it in the wheelhouse. Back onto the point again. Shot from distance. Deflected and a stop made there by Hickey. Face off in the offensive zone. Landry. Backhand off the wall, picked up here by Mirabelli. Back down for Murray. Murray a drive, and that one deflected into the netting. So resetting the offensive zone once again. MacArthur on the draw for Pictou County. Taken in by Shediac and dumped down the ice. Minute 9 remaining on their power play. Mirabelli. Pictou County captain stops up behind his own goal. Taken in by MacArthur. MacArthur down the wing. Murray on the wall. Drops it off to MacArthur. Back to Mirabelli. Down back for MacArthur. MacArthur waits. Shoots. Save made. Rebound chance cleared away. As the Predators off the glass and out. As Marchant goes to retrieve it here for Pictou County. Move to Mirabelli. Ben Mirabelli all the way down onto the play of Jaden Hickey as he covers for the whistle. Face off in the offensive zone once again for Pictou County. On the point. Shot. Glove save. On that point shot from Will Hampton. Down low it goes. Semrau trying to get a stick on that. Physical play in the corner. It dropped off. Onto the point. Held the line. An active stick there out to neutral ice. Off the wall, Tulum. Finds Semrau. That one hit Babineau on the clearing attempt. Hard check on Babineau on the wall. Interception here, McGinnis. Nice moves by McGinnis. Fell down on the play though. As that one cleared out to neutral ice. Hops down. Hollis moves it across. Hollis. Hampton. Babineau off the wall. Picked up here. In skates Hampton. A drive, save, rebound chance. Oh, what a glove save that was for Jaden Hickey. Two great stops there for the Shediac netminder. That one fired back in by Sanders. And that's an offside call against Pictou County. Off the draw, Otter gathers it in, moves it across. Sanders unable to clear it into the zone. That's picked off here by the Predators. Lead pass, looking to break out. Two guys. That's cleared down the zone. Otter's chasing it down here for Pictou County. Lead pass ahead. Nice move to get wide there. Trying to make another move there was Wadden. Off the backboards, Meisner in the corner. Centering feed, and that one blocked. One taken away off the glass and out. Otter has to chase it down here for the Crushers. Backhand feed. Sanders rather stops up. Behind his own goal. Pass on the near side to Meisner. Out there through neutral ice, picked up by Cercelli. Cercelli drops it down. Gets it back. Cercelli in on goal. Shot. Pad save there. And a big one there for Marshall. On the point again, Shediac again on the attack. The Predators in the offensive zone. Feed in front of backhand shot. Stop main point blank once again. That one in front of the net. Taken by Walsh now off the wall and out. Here's a chance. And Meisner unable to make a play on that. Hard battle there for Meisner. On to the point. Shot from distance, patted aside. Rebound cleared away after neutralize. Mirabelli resets here for Pictou County. 8 feet ahead, touched into the zone. Predators looking to clear. Move to the defensive side of things. Is that one up on the left wing side? Cercelli turns with it. Pinned to the wall, holds onto the puck. Here come Pictou County the other way. Moving wide. Spinning it in front, blocked off. Pass on the near side for Albert, off the wall. Down in the corner it goes. Mirabelli picks it up behind the goal. Banks it off the boards, almost a giveaway here. Shot, that stopped. Another drive, that one blocked as well. Great block there by the captain. Albert trying to dump it back into the zone. Mirabelli turns. Mirabelli, lead feet ahead from MacArthur. MacArthur, nice dipsy-do. Moves wide. Shoots it, blocked aside by Hickey. Right below the goal line. Crushers on the attack. Across to Hollis. Hollis down low. Pass in front. Oh, great active stick there by Felix Landry. As that's moved out now. Dumping into the zone is Welling. He got dumped to the ice by Mirabelli on that play. Ben Mirabelli weaves his way through. Nice couple moves there. Mirabelli has the puck on a string here. Shoots it from distance. Save made by Hickey for a whistle here and a stoppage in play. Loom on the face-off dot. Taken off the draw by the Predators. Lead feet on the near side. Here comes Duguay. Quick drive, stick to side by Marshall. Player upended there, onto the point. Ramdina drive and caught the heel of the blade on that one. Duguay with a nice move. Duguay to the front, unable to get it all the way across to DeGrasse. Has that one taken out. McGinnis off the wall. In the corner, turning off the hit with Sori. Sori trying to move it ahead. Fired shot, patted aside there. Kick out save for Hickey. Meisner across. Here come the Crushers again. Shot there, another kick out save. Looking to try to find that far side on the blocker. McGinnis, another shot. That one blockered aside. Another hard hit there. Here come the Shediac Predators. Moving ahead is Udrago. Udrago in the corner trying to center. Shot from distance all the way through. Save made, rebound chance covered up by Marshall. Predators with a draw win here. Albert moves it in again. Otter chasing it down. He delivers a body check. Centering pass picked off by Meisner. Moves it ahead for Cameron. Miller Cameron chips it past. And that one covered up by Hickey. Face off in the offensive zone here for the Crushers. Meisner on the draw. He gets tossed as Wadden steps in. Pellerin below his own goal line. Off to Cercelli. Cercelli 8 feet ahead. Otter gets possession off the backhand feed off the wall. Meisner leads it into the zone. Pellerin below the goal line. Off the near side wall, Otter tries to hold the line. Hard check on Pellerin there by White, or Otter rather. As here come the Predators the other way. Shot all the way through and a blocker save for Marshall. Off the wall, Cercelli trying to sweep it ahead. Sanders behind his own goal. That pass is blocked by Cercelli. Cercelli in front of the net. Backhand shot stopped in front. Here come the Crushers the other way. Shot all the way through and wide, the glove hand side of Hickey, as the Predators knock it off the near side wall. Mirabelli chips it towards the goal. That one blocked. Move back across. Feed ahead to LeBlanc. Knocked off the puck by Mirabelli. Resets in neutral ice into the zone. Minute 35 remaining here in the first. Off the near side wall. Babineau skates it down here. Babineau stops up. Shoots it in, picked off by Mirabelli. As he turns and looks to set up the play. Off on the far side all the way through, but not able to touch it up was McGinnis, as we'll go all the way back down here. The Pictou Crushers end for this face-off on the icing call. Shots are 11-7 in favor of the Pictou County Crushers here at this stage of the first period of play. It's a fairly even contest in scoring chances. Offensive zone draw here for the Predators. Mirabelli off the draw. Looking to break out a lob pass all the way down into the corner for McGinnis. Mirabelli, a drive from distance, patted aside there by Hickey. Worked in the corner. Off the wall to Mirabelli. Mirabelli, a drive all the way through. It's loose. And worked behind the goal. Back in front, a good active stick there by Hickey. Crushers looking to pressure here at the close of the first. On the point. Moved across, one-time drive goes wide. Gathered in again. Onto the point. Mirabelli. Nice move by Mirabelli. Waits and shoots. That one blocked by Ramdeen. Back onto the point and out to neutral ice. As that one picked up and skated in by Marchand. Nice couple moves by Marchand. He gets checked in the corner by Ramdeen. And that'll do it here for the opening frame. 1-0 for the Predators. After one, we'll be back very shortly with the second period. Stay tuned. And both teams lining up to start this second period of play. 1-0 lead for the Predators after one. We'll see how the Crushers respond here in the second. Will things start to open up in this game? Moving forward, we'll find out shortly. Moved out, Cercelli finds Morneau. Shot there, sails over the blocker side. It's caught there by Hampton. Hampton pinned to the boards. They're going to wrestle that puck loose. Back behind the goal. 8 feet all the way across for Semrau. Semrau chops at it, intercepted by Albert. Chip back into the zone by Semrau. Moreau on the near side, Pellerin. Near side, Cercelli. He's checked by Mirabelli, knocked off the puck, looking to feed it to MacArthur, but he couldn't anticipate the play. Otter backhands it back in. They have to tag up for the offside call. That one chipped out to neutral ice. Taken here. Hard check there by Otter. Cercelli skates in. Tries to dangle past Mirabelli. Almost blocked it off. Mirabelli. Pass ahead. Great play there by Mirabelli. As it's moved across to MacArthur. Or Murray, rather. Held on, back on the point. Otter swings it towards the goal, stopped up in front. As the Predators look to clear. Down the ice it goes, and Mirabelli has to reset here. Mirabelli. Bank play off the wall. Close call there, Otter. Off the glass. To the point, not out. Shot from distance all the way through and wide. As Mirabelli hustles it down. Murray, skate the stick. Drops it back off again. Moved up the ice. Here comes MacArthur. Nice dipsy-do. Finds Walsh and lost the handle of that one. Out to neutral ice. MacArthur picks it up. MacArthur spinning. Feeds it ahead. Here comes Tulum down the wing. He gets checked into the wall. Stays on his feet though. On to the point. Moved across near side. Jumping up with the play there. Spinning it in front of chance. Shot. Save made. Fought off. And it's loose. And it's waved off here as the play was whistled down early on that one. As the Crusher's not happy with that. As the referee lost sight of the puck. So we'll reset here. No goal on the play as the play was whistled dead. And looks like Semrau's going to go to the box here. So now a power play for the Shediac Predators. Morneau on the draw. Landry moved across. Shot there off the crossbar. Rebound chance in front. Another shot. That one bubbles up over the net. Back onto the point, kept alive. Whistled down on the offside, in fact. Off the wall. Here comes Cercelli. Cercelli turns, spins off, down low, a shot save made, cleared off. On the point, Landry. Landry holds on, dumps it back into the corner. Cercelli back on the point. McGinnis trying to block that. Nice move by Cercelli. Backhand feet in front. Landry on the point. Shot towards the goal, tipped by the Pictou player. That one taken out and dumped out by the Pictou County Crushers. Cleared down the ice. Play whistled down. An offside call. So Meisner on the draw. Shot and stick the side into the corner. Babineau turns. Babineau near side. Knocked off the puck by Meisner. Meisner dumps it back in for Pictou County. Pellerin on the retrieval. Passes it far side off a stick and fired off the glass and out by Otter. Meisner after on the forecheck. Short-handed, Meisner. Hard check there on Pellerin by Meisner. Out to neutral ice, Otter picks it up and dumps it back in for the Crushers. Live here near side, LeBlanc drops it off for DeGrasse. Dump back in here for the Predators. DeGrasse in the corner. Another hard hit there, this time by DeGrasse on Stewart. Onto the point, shot, save, rebound chance, another stop there, point blank by Marshall. On the point, DeGrasse, a shot through the traffic, stopped up in front, a rebound opportunity. Another drive, save made, cleared away by Mirabelli. On the point, Murnau drops it off for Landry. Landry a shot, glove save and covered up and held by Marshall for the whistle and a stoppage in play. What a shift that was for the Crushers netminder. Mirabelli. Ramdeen. Off the wall, keeps it alive for the Predators. Feed in front, goes through everybody. Back on to Landry. In the corner. Feed in front, looking for a one-time option. Outlet play. Fired down the ice. We're back to even strength, of course, folks. 5-on-5 hockey. Ramdeen holds the line. Shot from distance goes wide. Cercelli behind the goal. Centering it in front off a skate of Mirabelli into the corner. As Mirabelli, hard check on him, stays on his feet. Here's a chance. Cercelli, wrap around chance. Pad save there and covered up by Marshall. Face off in the offensive zone here for the Predators. 14 apiece are the shots here at this stage of the second period. Off the wall, kept alive at the point. Good battle here. LeBlanc trying to get a stick on that. Here come the Predators skating in. Shot sails over the blocker side. Sorry. Holding the line, and looks like a penalty coming up here against Sorey. Head contact. 2-minute head contact penalty to Colby Sorey as he's going to go to the box. And the referee not allowing a change here for the Predators. Face off from the Predators' end here. They're on the penalty kill now. MacArthur on the draw for the Crushers. On to the point. Moved across to Mirabelli. Shot all the way through. It's loose in front and goes wide. Close call there for Hickey. Right off the draw. Fired down the ice for the Predators to kill some time. Mirabelli. Holds on, pass on the left wing side. Moving down the wing. Hard check there. Back onto the point. Going to keep it alive here. Are the Crushers. Minute 21 remaining in their power play. Murray, feet in front of shot. That's just a hair past the glove hand side. Murray again, feet in front. Knocked off by MacArthur. MacArthur swoops into the zone. Walsh in the corner. Trying to bank it in front. Another chance. They try to stuff attempt there. MacArthur trying to get a stick on that. Ramdeen battling. Sweeps it out, and Otter has to retrieve that near neutral ice and reset for Pictou. Otter, far side, Mirabelli tries to sweep it in. Great passing play here by the Crushers. Wing wide is Walsh. He gets checked. Stays on his feet. Get him battle there as Walsh trying to keep it alive. It goes out to neutral ice. Mirabelli chases it down. Leaves it there, intercepted by Cercelli. Cercelli to the front. Knocked off by Mirabelli out to neutral ice and fired back in by the Predators to kill some more time. Just 20 seconds to go in the Pictou County Crushers power play. Mirabelli. Pass down on the left wing side. MacArthur. Shot there, goes over the net. And that was McGinnis rather, not MacArthur, as that's moved across. Intercepted. DeGrace moves it ahead for Duguay. Could be a breakaway here. Duguay in alone. Backhand shot save made with the pad. Duguay again in front. That one covered up and held for a whistle and a stoppage in play. That gets a big round of applause from the hometown faithful there. That effort by Ethan Marshall in goal. A huge stop on the breakaway by Duguay. Off the draw, shot by Pellerin, stopped and covered by Marshall. On the draw, picked up by Pellerin, a drive, that's blocked. Fired back in the zone. Backhand off the wall, give and go there for Hollis. Semrau. Sweeps it, lost the handle for a moment, but gathers it back in. Off the near side wall, Pellerin picks it up and fires it back into his own bench there. And that'll be another stoppage. LeBlanc on the draw here against Wadden. Wadden steps by. Picked up by Suri. Suri moves it across to LeBlanc. LeBlanc intercepted there by Otter. Otter chips it ahead. Ties up with Babineau. The wall kept alive by Otter. He backhands in the corner for the cycle. Off the wall, kept alive by Sanders, stepping up. Sanders for the goal. Nice move to get in. Unable to get the shot away. Back onto the point. Shot from distance. Blocked aside by Hickey. Back in the corner it goes. And let's have the play there was Meisner. Back in the corner again. Wadden. He gets checked by LeBlanc. Semrau trying to get a stick on that. Back onto the side, back onto the point again. Shot from distance. Fakes. Another chance. Shot, save, made, point blank. It's still loose. Delayed penalty coming up on the play. It's going to go against the Predators. Extra attacker on. Shot from distance. And a hard check there as the player shaken up there. Trying to get back to his feet as a shot from well out, circled around. Mirabelli on the point. Rimmed around for Walsh. Babineau trying to get a stick on that, and that's finally touched up. An interference call on the play here. as LeBlanc's going to go to the box for interference. Not sure if Meisner blocked the shot on that play or what, but could have been hit as well. And recovering on the bench, we're hoping he's okay, as he's one of their better players. As MacArthur on the draw. Mirabelli a drive from distance, blocked in front. Back in front it goes again, setting up the play here on the power play. On to the point, Mirabelli. Mirabelli back to MacArthur. MacArthur in the zone for Murray. Back to MacArthur. MacArthur back to Murray. Murray works in the corner. Great defensive coverage there, keeping them to the outside. Marchand a drive from distance, tipped on goal, and a great pad stop there for Hickey. Moved across. Great puck movement here by the Crushers. MacArthur a drive, that one blocked and cleared out of the zone and down the ice by the Predators. Need feet all the way down the ice. Here it could be a 2-on-1. McGinnis down the wing. Shot save made with the pad. Another play here. LeBlanc coming in shorthanded. 1-on-2. LeBlanc knocked off the puck by Mirabelli. Mirabelli spins it behind the goal. That is taken here by Pictou County. Off the near side for McGinnis all the way down. And that'll be an icing call here against Pictou County. William DeGrace on the draw here for the Predators. One on to the point. Pellerin keeps it alive. Here come Pictou County. Pass on the near side for McGinnis. McGinnis checked. He got the better of his man on that one. Hampton on the point. Shot from distance, patted aside. Albert to DeGrace. Near side. Always trying to dump it in. Here's McGinnis. They have to tag up for the offside. McGinnis skates in, waits and shoots, and you see how that over top. Pellerin. On to the point, Hollis. Across to Hampton. Hampton lost the handle, gathers it back in. Shot towards the goal, deflected wide. Hampton, wrap around chance, a shot, save made. DeGrace clears it down to neutral ice, and Pictou County resets here as they dump it back in. Back to even strength, 5-on-5 here. That one cleared all the way down. As all the way to the goal. And forced to cover is Marshall. Face off in the offensive zone here for the Predators. Cercelli in the corner. Otter trying to sweep it behind the goal. Shot from distance goes wide. Cameron, lead feed for Meisner. Good to see him back on the ice and in play. Skating well. How's that one taken here? Morneau, shot there is blocked. Off the near side wall. Sori with it. Fired shot goes wide. Cercelli in the corner. Feed on the near side. Sori stops it up here. Back into the corner. Sori. Centering feed in front. Knocked loose. Cercelli unable to pull the trigger. Back in the corner, they set up again to the Predators. Centering feed in front, blocked off. Cameron gains possession, he chips it out. Babineau makes chase here. Lead feed ahead for Mallet, who dumps it in. Chips it in, rather. Otter stops up. Gathered in by Landry, and the Predators have to tag up as they're offside. Crushers. Outlet play. Landry picks it up and fires it back in here for the Predators. Mirabelli. Behind his own goal. Spinning off a check. Mirabelli. Down to neutral ice. Landry stops it up, falls to his knees, and fires it back down. Mirabelli on the near side to Walsh. Walsh skating in stride. Nice move to the inside and left the puck behind, unfortunately for him. And that's off the wall back in for Mirabelli. Near side for Walsh again, the reset. Walsh a drive from distance, blockered. Landry kicks it out. And Ramdeen has to turn now with it. That'll do it here for the second period of play. 1-0 remains the score in favor of the Shediac Cap-Pele Predators over the Pritchard County Crushers. And they take that lead into the third period. We'll have a short intermission break here as the Zamboni floods the ice surface. You're watching the 40th annual Pictou County Memorial Bantam Tournament here live on High Button Sports. We'll see you in the third period. Stay tuned. And we are back to the third period of play here. Live from the Pictou County Wellness Center. A 1-0 lead has been the state of affairs for the bulk of the game for the Predators. And it remains the case here. Shots are 23-18 in favor of the Pictou County Crushers, but unable to solve the puzzle that is Jaden Hickey just yet. In goal for the Shediac Cap-Pele Predators. Just waiting for the linesmen and referees to get on the ice surface here. This is a huge third period here for the Pictou County Crushers as they are 1-1 in this tournament. So they want to get back in the win column here and a chance for the Predators to go 3-0. So Liney's just setting up the nets here before the opening face-off of the third period. The net's in place. Here we go. Off and running for the third period of play. Near side Murray. Murray up the ice. Shipping it into the corner. Murray. Taken in the corner now by the Pictou County Crushers. On the point, Hollis. Hollis moves it across. Shot from distance is blocked. Here come the Predators the other way. Lead feed for LeBlanc, or Welling rather. Welling dumps it in. Goes to a line change as Hollis rims it around for Walsh. Walsh back for Hampton. Intercepted, looking for a bank play there. Unable to cash in. Another chance in front. Here's Alberta drive. That's blocked. Another shot from distance goes wide. Murray on it in the corner. Taken by Hollis off the backboards. Feed ahead for MacArthur. MacArthur through neutral ice. Drops it off. Here's a chance for Pictou coming in. Oh, dangerous collision there. Another shot all the way through. Glove save for Hickey and a stoppage. Oh. Collision there on the play. No call there. Worked out to neutral ice. Near side. Worked in Pellerin. Off the wall. Cercelli leads it ahead. Here come the Predators down the wing. Shot from distance goes wide. Babineau on the point. Sidesteps and shoots. Deflected just wide of that near side post. Another play through the blue paint. Down low, Predators on the attack. Worked in below the goal line. Looking to center it in front. That's off the wall. Here come the Crushers the other way. Moving down the wing is McGinnis. McGinnis steps to the inside. He's knocked off the puck. 8 feet ahead. Otter. Babineau trying to move it ahead. Here comes Meisner now. Poke checked away. Pass to neutral ice. Duguay trying to get a stick on that. Lead feed for Meisner. Meisner. Knocked out the puck. Wadden moves it ahead. Here comes Marchant down the wing. Sidesteps a hit. Chips it into the zone. Centering it in front all the way through. Onto the point. Mirabelli a drive from distance. That one whistles wide. Close call there. That was just about 3 inches or so past the blocker side goalpost. Hard check there in the corner. DeGrasse. Moved out. Goes all the way down. Picked up here by Mirabelli. Mirabelli. Feet ahead, intercepted. Here they come again. Nice move there. Another nice move. And finally knocked off by the Pictou County defense as it swung back into the zone. Mirabelli. Near side Murray. Murray sets up here. Oh, looking for a stretch pass there for Semrau. Unable to land it as Landry got a stick on that. Picked up by Murray on the wall. Murray holds on. Shoots it off the blocker of Hickey. Back onto the point again. Across for Hollis. Hollis dumps it in the corner. Semrau after it. Onto the point. Shot from distance. Tipped on the goal. And a great save. Kick out by Hickey. Murray. Hollis. Tries to find Murray again. Predators looking to clear. Great pressure here by Pictou County. Here comes Mallet down the wing. Saucer pass in front. LeBlanc trying to get a stick on that. Chops it ahead. LeBlanc drive and a save made. Covered up by Marshall. And that goal way back early in the first period remains the only one scored in this contest. Still a 1-0 lead for the Shediac Cap-Pele Predators. Still looking to go 3-0 in the round robin here against the Pictou County Crushers. In the corner, Cercelli. Centering feet in front, knocked off by Otter. Intercepted, a dangerous pass there up the middle. That one worked across. Here's a chance. Otter moving in. He's got a man with him. Steps aside. Otter to the front and unable to get the shot away there. As that one cleared in front again. And puck play with a high stick here. So face off in the offensive zone again here. McGinnis on the draw. Otter chipping it in. McGinnis on it. Trying to center. McGinnis behind the goal. Knocked out the puck by Babineau. Babineau battles in the corner. Cleared down the ice. As we go all the way back down. With his face-off on the icing call against Shediac. Off the draw, looking to attack was Meisner. Unable to get back to the defensive stylings of Owen McGinnis. Near side, Meisner again. Moved across. Back to Meisner. Meisner knocked off the puck. Nice move there. A running gun play by Mirabelli. Didn't turn up in his favor as Duguay chases after it. LeBlanc leaves it. Shot from distance, catches the glass, and a stanchion takes a funny bounce as Mirabelli turns behind his own goal. Mirabelli turning with it. Moved across to Marchand. Marchand, lead feet out through neutral ice all the way down, albeit icing once again against the Crushers. Picking off near side for Murray. LA trying to get a stick on that. Nice move by Malay. Sweeps it towards the goal through the blue paint and wide. Here comes Semrau with a lead feed. And Ramdeen with a great back check there. Ramdeen to Welling. Welling moves it ahead. MacArthur to Murray. Pass ahead to Hollis. Hollis 1-on-4. Shot from distance. Sticked aside into the corner by Hickey. Off the wall shot. Goes wide. Hollis trying to pinch on the wall. Ramdeen was taking a run at him. In the corner. Centering feet in front. Unable to get the shot away. For a backdoor pass. Another shot. Blocked aside. Loose in front. Crowd hemming and hawing at every chance in the offensive zone here. They want that game-tying goal. Murray dropping it off. Nice feed there. A shot. Glances the crossbar into the netting, and the net is off the moorings here. Referee resetting it there. Stepping to the inside. Murray shoots it. Save made. Covered up by Hickey for a stoppage in play. Off the draw. Chipped into the zone. McGinnis. Back near side for Tulum. Tulum onto the point. Otter trying to get a stick on that. Taken away. Rodrago dances by, and Otter with a stick check. Delayed offside here. They tag up as Otter gains possession. And into the bench. One of the coaches having to dodge that when he catches it in the midsection. A goalie style save there. Covering the percentages on the bench. The draw, Otter off the backboards to McGinnis. Leaves the puck behind. Udrago. Here come the Pictou County Crushers the other way. Dumping it into the zone there is Sanders. Sanders with a hard check on the wall there. Taking on the blue line. Shot from distance is deflected wide. Tulum after it in the forecheck against Albert. Worked in the corner. Moved ahead here by the Predators. Skating out with it now. Down to the offensive zone. Runned around near side. Duguay. Centers it to Cercelli. Cercelli walks the line. Nice head fake. Knocked off the puck there. Here comes Mirabelli. Chips it down, chases it down. Mirabelli in the corner. Knocked off the puck by Suri. Suri. Lob pass, picked off by Mirabelli. Then Mirabelli. Skates ahead with it. Dumps it into the corner after getting the red line. Here's a chance. Meisner a drive. He fanned on it. Works in below the goal line onto the point. Mirabelli fakes the shot. Finds Meisner. Back to Mirabelli. Near side Marchand. Off the wall. And a delayed penalty on the play here. Cross-checking penalty is on the way. It's going against the Predators. So Colby Suri into the penalty box here for cross-checking. A huge opportunity here for the Pictou County Crushers on the power play for 2 minutes. Crowd getting into it now. Good job, Ramdeen rims it around the far side. Predators pick it up. Dumped in, picked up Out to neutral ice. Touched there by Meisner. Far side, fired back down by the Predators. Time starting to tick away here, but just a 1-goal lead for the Predators. And Pictou County on the power play. Dropped off. In skates. Nice move to the goal. Unable to get the shot away there was Marchand. Back in the corner. Here's a chance below the goal line. On to the point. Mirabelli. Shot from distance blocked on the way through. Ramdine on the backhand feed. Mirabelli trying to hold the line, can't do it. Moreau got it out. Marchand now. Pass on the far side to Walsh. Back to Moreau. Marchand moving in. Dropped ahead. Picked off here by the Predators. Out to neutral ice again. Just 45 seconds left to go in the power play here for Pictou County. Hollis swings it on the near far side. Back down it goes. Hollis. Hollis. The neutral ice, quick drive, block it aside, covered up by Hickey. MacArthur on the draw here for Pictou County. 22 seconds remaining on the power play. Otter on the point trying to hold the line. MacArthur defends against a check here. Knocked to the ice with gusto there. As Walsh gains possession. Moved across. Otter dives at that loose puck. Taken here by the Predators. Short-handed 1-on-2. Dumping it into the corner. Smart play there. Walsh near side to MacArthur with a great pass. Here comes MacArthur down the wing. MacArthur holds on, turns. Hard check into the wall by DeGrasse. That's going to be called. Delayed penalty once again coming against the Predators here. And it's a boarding call. So right after killing that one off, they'll have to kill off another one here. 2:40 remaining on the clock. And look for the Pictou County Crushers to try and pull the goalie here at some stage of this power play and gain a 6-on-4 advantage. As we'll have 5-on-4 for now. So far it looks like Ethan Marshall is still in the goal crease for the Crushers. And Mirabelli unable to get on the ice here for the shift. Knocked off the draw as Wadden as Meisner takes his place. Meisner, one back to Otter. Otter, nice move by Otter. Skates in and shoots, and it's deflected wide. That one out to neutral ice again. They have to reset to the Pictou County Crushers. Dropped off near side to Meisner. Meisner, lead feed. Cameron a drive. Pad save for Hickey. Back onto the point again, Mirabelli. Lost the handle. Otter dumps it back in for Pictou. Ramdine retrieving that. Saucer pass out to neutral ice all the way down. On goal, Mirabelli. Marshall still in the net here is Mirabelli near side for Meisner. Meisner down the wing. Moves it into the zone. Off the wall, Mirabelli. Mirabelli turns with it. Drops it off for MacArthur. MacArthur back to Mirabelli. Shot from distance, patted aside. Mirabelli again with it. Another shot. That one's kicked out again. Mirabelli follows it up. Has a hold of it. Shoots, he scores! Then Mirabelli ties the game for the Pictou County Crushers with 1:23 to go. Didn't give up on the play. He had 2 shots on that shift, and then the third one finally found pay dirt. No quit on the play, and the captain, Ben Mirabelli, the crowd erupts at that one. So with 1:23 remaining, we're all knotted up at 1 apiece. If you remember, folks, there's no overtime in round robin, so this could end up being a tie if Pictou County Crushers don't go score another one here as Murray skates in. Murray worked in the corner. Ooh, a low clipping hit there. That's going to be called. So another penalty coming here to Shediac. On the wall. Trying to drop it off. And a tripping call here against Shediac. So another power play. DeGrace goes to the box. And so another huge opportunity for the Pictou County Crushers here late in the third. MacArthur on the draw, wins it back to Mirabelli. Across to Otter. Minute remaining, in front of that tip down just wide of the goal. Great hustle after it. Otter rings it around the glass, hops up behind the goal. Back for Murray. Murray trying to skate it down, onto the point Otter. Otter moved across, unable to keep it alive. Mirabelli turns. 40 seconds left, Mirabelli skates wide. Gains a step, Mirabelli waits and shoots, and that one sticked aside. Off the wall and out, and down the ice. Just 25 seconds remaining here in regulation as Otter moves behind the goal. Otter skating out with it now. Babineau behind the goal. Looking to clear it. Just 5 seconds to go here. Worked in front, unable to get the shot away. That's finally out to neutral ice, and that'll do it here. So this one ends in a tie. 1-1 is the final. As a 1-0 lead was the case all game long for that early first period goal by the Shediac Cap-Pele Predators. So the final record in regulation, or sorry, in round robin play for the Shediac Cap-Pele Predators will be 2-0. 0-1 for a tie. 2-0-1 rather. As now the Pictou County Crushers go 1-1-1 in round robin. So plenty of action remaining here at this tournament. And we'll tune in, of course, for the player of the game for each side here, coming at you shortly. And Jaden Hickey, number 31, getting the nod for player of the game for the Shediac Cap-Pele Predators. Well deserved. Stopping 33 of 34 shots. Ben Mirabelli getting the nod, player of the game for the Pictou County Crushers. Well deserved as well with that late goal to tie it up. That'll do it for this one. Make sure to tune into our next contest coming at you live, and that's going to be Sackville Flyers taking on the Antigonish Bulldogs, coming at you shortly. So thank you for tuning into this one. I'll see you in the next one.